The Chitrik Academy is dedicated in loving memory of Rabbi Tzvi Hirsh Chitrik. Welcome to the first lesson in Perek Shnayim Ochazin. The Mishnah is divided into 4 parts. The first part starts from the beginning of the Mishnah and goes until V'yachoikum. Then here from Ze'emer starts the second part, which goes until Zenoit Revia. And from Hayu starts the third part. And the fourth part of the Mishnah starts from Bisman Shehem, right here. So we're going to make that over, makes the 4 over there and the period. Let's start from the beginning. Shnayim Ochazin b'talis. If 2 people found a talus on the floor, they're both holding on to the edges of the talus. It doesn't necessarily mean a talus, it could be anything that they found in Shos Rabim, in a public area. One person says he is the one who found the object, the talus. And the second person said that he is the person who found it, which means that they're saying is the first person is saying that the entire talus belongs to him, and the second person says that the entire talus belongs to him. So what will be the halacha? This is the case. What's going to be the halacha? Let's write down this case. Case number 1 is that there are 2 people who are holding on to a talus. Right, talus has the lines and has the strings. One person's holding the strings from this side. The other person's holding the strings from this side. So each one says that the entire talus belongs to him. They found it first. So the question is, who does it belong to, and what is the halacha going to be? Now, just to point out, this case is specifically when both of them are holding on to the talus. Because if only one person is holding on to the talus, for example, let's choose a different color. For example, if one person is holding a talus, the strings, he's holding on to the talus, and another person comes along and says that that's my talus, he won't get anything. Because the halacha is that if someone is holding on to something and someone else claims that it's his, he needs to bring proof that it actually belongs to him. So our Mishnah is specifically talking about when both of them are holding on to the talus. So what's going to be the halacha? Let's go back to our Mishnah. The halacha is this one swears that he does not own less than half of the talus, and the other person also swears that he doesn't have less than half of the talus, and they divide the talus. So in answer to this question, the halacha is they both swear that they own half the talus. So what they're swearing is that they own half of the talus, and they receive half of the talus. They probably don't rip the talus, they probably sell it and divide the money. This is the end of case number 1 of the Mishnah, when each claimed that they own the entire talus. Let's go to the second case of the Mishnah. One person says the entire talus belongs to me. The other person says, no, half of it belongs to me. So what's the halacha? Case number 2. First person says, Kula Shali, it's all mine. The entire thing. And the second person says that only half belongs to him. So what's going to be the halacha? Says the Gemara, Ha'omer kula sheli shava she'en lo ba pachas mishloisha chalakim. The person who says that the entire talus belongs to me swears that he owns at least 3/4 of it. Va'omer chatze sheli, and the person who said he owns half, yishava she'en lo ba pachas mirvia. He swears that he owns at least 1/4 of the talus. And then, what will be the halacha after they swear? The first person who said that he owns the whole thing, talus, will take 3 parts of it, 3/4 of the amount. And the second person who said that he owned half will take only 1/4. Why is this? Let's see. In this case, our Mishnah tells us that this person, after swearing, right? They both need to swear. This person swears that he owns 3/4, and this person swears that he owns 1/4. Why is this? So the reason for this is that, let's say you have the talus. Let's divide it into 4 portions. On half of it, everyone agrees that this person owns half of the talus, because the second person says he only owns half. So half of it we could sort of take out of the equation. So this half we could sort of color in. They're not arguing on. Everyone agrees that it goes to this person. They're only arguing on this half. So technically it's very similar. It's the same as our previous case. The previous case, when each one said it totally belongs for them, they only get half of it after swearing for half. So same too in this case. Same will be in this case. On this half, they both swear that it totally belongs to each one claims on this half that it totally belongs to them. So each one will get only half of this amount, which in our case, the person on this side will get 3/4 because he receives this half plus half of what they're arguing on, which is 3/4 of the whole talus. And this person will only receive half of what he claimed, which is 1/4. And this is the end of this lesson.